Hi everybody, it's Nikki here and welcome to a bookish video. So today we are unboxing the March, I think it's March? Yeah, it's the March Fairyloot box. This is a book box subscription that comes monthly. It is $32.95 on a monthly rolling subscription. And yeah, it contains a new release book and up to 5 or 6 bookish items. So some are themed around certain books and others are just bookish. So yes, I unbox these every month on my channel. I purchase these boxes myself because I do feel like I get value for my money. Yeah, let's get into it. By the way, we do have a new setup now because I have a new desk. I have a new desk in my reading room, which means now that I can sit at my desk and do my bullet journaling and my crafting and things like that. So you get to see my lovely bookcases behind me again, and the door. So yeah, just thought I would mention that. No more sitting in my reading chair and seeing the wall behind me. You can now see my bookcases. So, Fairyloot. The theme this month is Frozen Fables. Now I will say this kind of does feel a little bit out of season because we're now in spring, and although it did snow just the other week, I mean it was Easter, come on, it always snows around Easter. Never at Christmas but does at Easter. I do kind of feel like it's out of season, but it does go with the theme of the book, I do believe. So yeah, it feels a little bit, yeah, out of season, so we'll go with it though. So yeah, Frozen Fables is the theme this month. Now the first item is a box, and of course this has a mug in it. This is from The Bear and the Nightingale, designed by Monolime Art, and Bear and the Nightingale is written by Catherine Arden, I want to say, and this is the mug. And inside you have a snowflake, and on the bottom you have the Fairyloot logo, and what the scene is from The Bear and the Nightingale, and it says microwave and dishwasher safe, artwork by Monolime Art. So yeah, that is a really nice mug. Now, as I say, I never use my Fairyloot mugs for drinking out of. I use them mainly for decorative purposes, and I use my mermaid mugs for drinking out of. It's just a thing. All my mugs are mermaid. So this will probably go on my shelves. I might even put it on my desk to keep like little nicky-nacky nicks on my desk. Because I've been looking for some pots, so I might even put my pens in it, to be honest. The next item is in paper envelope because of course no plastic, and this one is a phone holder. So this is Winterwood inspired, and it says be your own light on there, and this is designed by Iron and Ink Designs. So there you go. Winterwood by Shay Earnshaw is a book that I really enjoyed, and I am thinking of rereading it again this spooky season because I think I read it at the wrong time of the year when I first read it, and so I feel like I was missing some of the atmosphere because I think it was sunny when I was reading it. So I feel like if I can read it in the spooky season, it will just add that much more atmosphere to it and make it 5 stars because it was a 4-star. So that is that. Then we have an item that I think it's pretty, I do, and I know that they have to cater for everybody, but this is not something that I would particularly use, but it is a headband and it is very pretty. It's got like wintry scenes on there. It is elasticated, very silky as well. Let's see the information about this. It says inspired by Something Dark and Holy series by Emily A. Duncan, not a book I've heard of or read, and features a design by Katerina Book Designs. So yeah, it's a nice item. I don't wear headbands, not even when I'm doing my makeup, because my hair's always pulled back in a ponytail anyway, so technically I don't need a headband. So I know many people might suggest wearing it when I do my makeup, but it's a void, null and void item for me, because I don't need them. I don't need them. And I feel daft wearing them. Yeah, this might be passed on. Well, definitely. Either that or it'll sit in a box somewhere. The next item is a definite. I need these. And they are socky socks. So we have a beautiful, like, fox, wolf. It looks more like a fox to me. And these are Even the Darkest Stars ankle socks. Even the Darkest Stars is written by Heather Fawcett, and these are designed by Jez Hawke. These are absolutely adorable. I love the colour. I love these type of ankle socks, and I was just thinking the other day, I'm in need of some new socks. So yes, these came in handy. I like these. I like these a lot. This next item, oh my god, when I pulled this out of the box when I originally opened it with my husband, it's a thing we do. I'm sorry. Me and my husband get first look. This item, oh, it is a notebook, but look at it. Look at that foiling. Isn't that stunning? Look at that beautiful rose in the snow globe. Oh, and then on the back you have a quote, and it says, "A candle unused is nothing but wax and wick. I would rather light the flame knowing it will go out than sit forever in darkness," by S.J. Jones. And I just think that is a beautiful quote. I mean, how gorgeous is this? The quote, by the way, is from Winter Song by S.J. Jones and designed by the lovely Tara Jar. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So yeah, how gorgeous is this? This is stunning. This is worth the box in my eyes. And the paper inside is blank. It's blank paper. It's a drawing book. So I'm thinking this is next year's reading journal. Yeah. This is stunning. This is absolutely beautiful. I cannot get over the colours of this and the foiling on this, and that beautiful, beautiful quote on the back kind of makes me want to read Winter Song. Kind of makes me want to pick it up now. I believe that's a new release as well. I think that's only just been released. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, love, love, love this item. Probably my favourite item in the box. The next item is a print, and we've got more foiling. Yes, more foiling. And I believe this is a scene from, and I know because I read it recently, from Spinning Silver, because of the mirror. The mirror gave it away. So, and the gold pieces. So yeah, this is awesome. Kind of makes me want to read Spinning Silver again, but kind of don't, because it was a hard slog kind of a book. But kind of makes me want to keep Spinning Silver now and reread it again in the future, because this print makes that book look good. So yeah, this is awesome. This is definitely going up on my wall. Definitely going up on my wall. This is stunning. So yeah, it's a beautiful print. That's the kind of print I would frame. It's that beautiful. And then of course we have the tarot cards here. So we have the Ace of Wands and the Two of Wands. So we have these two characters. As usual, we never know who they are. But we know Where From. So these are designed by Arts 28 and are inspired by the Winter Night trilogy by Catherine Arden. So I'm guessing from that they're from The Bear and the Nightingale books. Same place as the mug is from. But yeah, who they are, I do not know because I haven't read the books yet. But yes, I'm not sure if I want to. Russian Folklore just doesn't seem to vibe with me as much as I want it to. Okay, so finally we are onto the bag. So inside the bag we have the bookmark, which has a cutout from the spoiler card. We have the fairy scoop with a author's interview inside, and also next month's theme, or technically this month because it's now April, and this was March's box, so there should be another Fairyloot box coming soon. So April's theme is Hidden Identities. In the box you can expect items inspired by the shadows between us. That was a Fairyloot book last year, I believe, and I absolutely adored it. The Lord of the Rings. Oh, I love that story. The City of Brass, I have read that and I thought it was good, but I haven't been inclined to carry on yet. Flame in the Mist, I've never read, never heard of, sorry. And we'll also get a foiled bookmark set inspired by the following fandoms: An Ember in the Ashes, The Poppy War, and Blood Heir. Now the only one of those I read is The Poppy War, but I do have An Ember in the Ashes on my Amazon Fire tablet, so I do intend to read that soon. And Blood Heir, I've heard a few mixed reviews on, so I'm not sure if I will pick that up or not, but anyway, we're getting some bookmarks for them. And the featured book of the month is a dark fantasy filled with unforgettable characters, intrigue, magic, and a dash of swoon-worthy romance. The Fairyloot exclusive edition will have an exclusive cover, stencil and sprayed edges, artwork on the reverse of the dust jacket by Alice Maria Power, foil embossing on the case by Talia Noble, and bonus content in the book and signed by the author, as every Fairyloot is. As every Fairyloot book is signed by the author. We then have this print, which is based on the book and the author's letter, which I must say I read, and it's a lovely letter. It is a really lovely letter. The author talks about how, you know, being strong and being angry when she was younger was seen as a bad thing for a woman to be, because it's not proper for a woman to be angry. But she hopes that this book allows women to find strength and determination, and know that finding your strength doesn't mean you can't also be tender and passionate to those you love. So yeah, lovely author's letter there. And the book itself has beautiful shimmery blue edges. Gorgeous, absolutely stunning. And this is the back, because of course we're going to keep it a little bit more intense. And this is the front. Look at that. How reflective is that? So this is The Bright and the Pale by Jessica Rubinkowski, I want to say. Rubinkowski. And yeah, very wintry. Like I say, slightly out of season. But this is when it was published, or March was when it was published. The spine looks like that, so lovely. And inside you have the signed end papers, and then the hardback has some foiling on the front, foiling on the spine, and then the back is just plain. And then artwork on the dust jacket. So let's have a quick read of this. So it says 17-year-old Valeria is one of the only survivors of the freeze, a dark magical hold Knot Mountain unleashed on her village. I believe it's Knot. It's spelled K-N-N-O-T. So I'm going to pronounce it as Knot instead of not. Everyone, including her family, is trapped in an unbreakable sheet of ice. Ever since she's been on the run from the Tsar, who is determined to imprison anyone who managed to escape. Valeria finds refuge with a thieves guild, doing odd jobs with her best friend Alec, the only piece of home she has left. That is, until he's brutally murdered. However, a year later, she discovers Alec is alive and being held against his will. To buy his freedom, she must lead a group of cutthroats and thieves on a perilous expedition to the very mountain that claimed her family. Only something sinister slumbers in the heart of Knot, and it has waited years for release. Inspired by Russian folklore, Jessica Rubinkowski's epic fantasy debut is a thrilling page-turner with romance, tragedy, magic and monsters that will stay with you to the very end. So that is the book. Again, this month it has been one that I've heard absolutely nothing about. I have not heard anybody talking about this. There's been no buzz or anything anywhere for this particular book. So I don't know how to feel about it. Based on my own preferences, Russian folklore has never been something that has really connected with me. And I have struggled through many books that have been Russian folklore based, like Spinning Silver, what's the other one I did that was Russian folklore? I can't for the life of me remember. But I don't know. Sounds like it's set in a wintry setting, so I could keep this for Polathon next year. Doesn't sound like I'm in a rush to read it, does it? It doesn't sound like that at all. I don't know. It's pretty. It's throwing me because this is a frozen, cold, icy book and it's spring outside. I mean, Australians would love it. They're going into winter now, but I'm just thrown because it's wintry and it's not winter anymore. If I'd have got this in January, I think I would have been a bit more open for it right then and there. But I don't know. I don't know. I do know that May's book is one that I'm highly anticipating, if it's the book I think it is. So I know that this book and last month, the February's book, were both books that I've never heard of and haven't really had an interest in picking up. I do know that there are hidden gems in Fairyloot boxes. There have been books that I've looked at and thought, I don't know about you, and then I've sat and read them and absolutely devoured them. Woven in Moonlight is one of those, by Isabel Ibanez, that was in a Fairyloot box once before. I looked at that book and thought, I don't think this is going to be my thing. Read it and absolutely loved it, gave it 4 stars. So yeah, I don't know. I know I'm probably not going to pick this up till the winter though. That is for certain, because this just doesn't feel like a book that I feel like I want to pick up anytime soon, which is sad because they do read-alongs with these books as well. It's thrown me. But that is it. That is the Fairyloot box for March. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!